Hey, everybody. It is Thursday. That's right. Thursday, November the 12th, 2020. Just after 8 o'clock Eastern here on the, well, I guess we're on the East Coast if it's after 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm your host, Sean. Trolls be hating. You can all run headfirst into a brick wall because you're not going to dampen this guy's spirits. How's everybody doing tonight? We are going to talk Supernatural. We're going to talk Halloween Kills. We're going to talk Star Wars. We're going to talk Haddenfield the Vanished, which we have 3 scenes done, and we're shooting about 65% of the movie this weekend. This week has been crazy. The amount of organization, preparation, and hard work that has gone on by many have made this weekend possible. And while we can't wait to get to it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking too. We'll be taking your questions on this show. If you want to send in a question regarding Supernatural, Star Wars, and/or Halloween, feel free to do so. If you want to support the channel on a certain level, you can feel free to send in a super chat and talk about whatever the hell you want. Either way, the support, the viewership's appreciated. Let's get a couple of more likes in the chat to piss off Michael Catraga, or however the hell you say his terrible fucking name. That guy is, he needs a life. You need a life, Michael. I feel for you. I do. I'd blow you a kiss, but it might not be your thing. Joining me this evening, producer here at Fandom Empire. I had to remember what the hell this thing was called. Fandom Empire. His camera is doing all sorts of wonky things again. I have no idea why. It's Tommy B. What's happening, my man?
I blame you because it's the easiest choice to make.
That's not very nice.
I know it's not very nice, but I'm not feeling very nice tonight. I don't know about you.
No, it's been a shit day, if I'm being honest, a complete shitstorm of a day. And then I come onto the stream, and I see Solid Saturn's like, "What's up with the dislikes?" And I check, and so as you know, we talked about it briefly the other night on the Imperial Remnant broadcast.
Ooh, the dislikes went down one more. Now it's 12.
You went up one more.
Okay, whatever.
So we addressed this the other night on the Imperial Remnant broadcast. Is there somebody over on Discord, a Halloween Discord channel, pretending to be Fandom Empire / myself? And he's going around, or he or she's going around being like, "Oh, give me money, please, for my Halloween fan film so I can go through a McDonald's drive-thru and yada, yada, yada." And I can't help but go, well, the only way they know if I've ever been through a McDonald's drive-thru is if they actually watch the channel. So they can hate all they want, but who's the real idiot? The idiot, or the idiot who follows him, or the fool who follows him, as Obi-Wan Kenobi once said in a Star Wars movie made a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Tommy, what's going on, man? We penultimate episode of Supernatural tonight. As long as I get enough done, I'm gonna watch it. I'm a little emotional. You know, people can call me Emo Sean because all good things must come to an end. And even though we had this season extended for us thanks to the pandemic, I'm just not ready. I'm still not mentally prepared to say goodbye.
You know, it's weird. We were just having a chat, you and I, yesterday, the day before, or something, and we were discussing how they said, I think it was Jensen, maybe Jared, maybe someone behind the scenes said, so the second to last episode is like the season finale, but the last episode is like a series finale. And I only just put that 2 and 2 together the other day, like, oh shit. Oh, so they're going to wrap it all up tonight now.
Yeah, tonight sounds like it'll be it for this season, and then that the series finale is a standalone. Although I was watching a behind the scenes thing after work today, And Jensen called the series finale. Sorry, Jared called the series finale his favorite episode of Supernatural ever. He did use the term that I like to use, recency bias. So it's, obviously really recent for them. But he called that his favorite Supernatural episode ever. And Jensen wouldn't back up what Jared said. He did say, well, it's not his favorite episode ever. It has his favorite moment in Supernatural ever. So, I mean, I think there's some positives to take about it. I got to be honest, I would not be surprised if the last episode is the boys on some random hunt. The way the show was sort of meant to get going, and I'm for most shows that would probably seem unfulfilling and not proper and not a great, end note. Depending on how it's done and how the narrative is shown, I think that I would actually be okay with that, depending on obviously what the hunt is and what happens in the episode.
Yeah, narrative in this case is going to be, in my view, somewhere between 50 and 75% of everything. It's gotten really shaken up these past couple seasons, back and forth. So, and there's a lot they can do with it. I mean, it's Supernatural. We've seen them do a lot less or a lot more in a lot less time. So it's a wait and see sort of thing. I'm eagerly looking forward to it on one end. On the other, part of me feels like they're rushing it. We're not going to like it. We're not going to be satisfied. We're all going to be haters. And, it's tough. I really hope that I love this episode, how they wrap up this whole fighting God, apocalypse everywhere, world killing, arc that they've done this season. And even more so, I think more so, I'm not going to like it. I think many people are going to have problems with it, but it is what it is. Well, however, they're going to go and wrap up the whole series because there are just so many stones unturned, and it's unfortunate.
It's kind of fitting in a way, because if you go all the way back to 522 or 523, I can't remember if there's 23 episodes back then or not. But essentially, the season finale, you have Chuck Shirley, who, we're supposed to believe at that time was God and not just the prophet Chuck, said endings are hard. And if there's one thing I've seen TV series, movie series, trilogies, etc., it's that, having a good ending is way easier said than done. It's not an easy thing to do. And, Luis in the chat saying, drop some likes, drop some fucking likes. We actually just lost a like. People are like, oh no, they didn't start with Halloween first. This channel sucks. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
We got more. We just had 14 dislikes, it showed me. Oh, yep, there it is. It's back to 14. I don't understand it. Is this still the one hater who was going
him. He's got a couple of troll posses. It wouldn't surprise me if he has 10,000 accounts and he's just logging on to this one, dislike, logged in that one, dislike. I refer to this guy as, this is probably still the guy that mooches off of mommy and daddy and goes and meets them at the coffee shop every morning and begs them for money because he's too lazy to get off his ass and go get a real job. So, and hey, I understand some people can't work. I get that, but this guy is a real piece of work. So again, though, you can keep dropping those dislikes. You do whatever you need to do. The question is, how much of a life do you have if you're going out of your way to do this and yet still watching us? So maybe you're just jealous, a little jealous. Look at Tommy's hair. What's not to be jealous about Tommy's hair and glasses? I mean, I get jealous. I go, what was that?
I'm hating on you right now.
Yeah. Trollo Freddy says he's a keyboard warrior. No doubt a keyboard warrior. And
I got a message for the keyboard warrior out there. Hey, keyboard warrior, can you please tell me how to find my YouTube account name or channel name? if I'm using like my Gmail, my regular Gmail. If you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, Michael Kate
we were trying to
Rega
do
or
some
Cart
stuff behind the
Rega or
scenes.
whoever you are. I don't mind giving the troll some time here. It's kind of like, I know he's like, yeah, I'll keep doing it. I'm really grinding their gears. But like I literally said to my spouse the other day, which by the way, I seen your message about her in a Discord, and if I seen you in real life, I'd fucking punch you in your throat and curb stomp you. So, you want to say whatever you want to say about me, that's fine. The second you start bringing family and friends into it, and you can report this video. Ooh, the host threatened me. I don't need to hide behind any keyboard, you shit face. Yeah, leave the family out of it. Anyway, I was just saying to my spouse the other day, part of me on one level feels bad for the guy because you must really have no fucking life if that's what you have to resort to doing. And, it's cool. I know lots of people that have no life, so. Frank Riker in the house says, why does Tommy remind me of David Koresh? I've dealt with all sorts of keyboard warriors through the years, dating all the way back to a network that we used to belong to that has never, ever gained the traction that we have on YouTube. And so, yeah, you keep doing what you're doing, and we'll keep doing what we're doing. If you respect what we're doing right now, though, and the content you're getting, we're going to be talking Supernatural, Halloween, Star Wars tonight for another 45 minutes to an hour. Take 2 seconds, drop a like, and let's let the likes outweigh the dislikes. Click the like button, 26 people watching. Let's take a second, click that like button. I could just say click the like button 10,000 times till everyone leaves. Anyway, I could do it. I am that fucking annoying. When I get into a mood, I'll just be like, click the like button, click the like button, click, 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 click. I could do it. Trust me. I'm still a kid at heart.
What you're telling me is you're as persistent as a cat.
Oh, fuck cats, man. Fuck cats. Matt Whitfield right in now, the house with
she keeps trying to rip up my carpet in my room.
Matt Whitfield says nothing via Super Chat, by the way. Nothing will beat the ending of Sons of Anarchy. #facts. Well, it's all subjective and a matter of perspective. I love the Sons of Anarchy ending because I felt like it's heartbreaking. I'm not going to spoil it, even though it's been out for years. It's heartbreaking, but it needed to happen because life has consequences, and the show teaches you that at the end, that life, in fact, has consequences, and no matter how much you really, really love someone, Jesse's in the house. How's it going, Jess? It's appreciated. Let's give you guys an Indiegogo update. So here's what's going on with Indiegogo is we have received the refund we talked about, but we're still waiting to receive the rest of the funds. Now, Indiegogo, as big of a company as they might be, does not allow you to talk to anybody via live chat or phone call, which is something else. I think it's kind of pathetic, to be honest. When you have that much money on the line, you can't live chat with someone. And it said they tried to disperse the funds into our account and said we had the wrong account number, but how does that make any sense when they refunded that same account? And they funded it because it was the same account. And apparently, they'll reach out and try to work with us. Is what it is. Filming's still happening this weekend. We're going forward with it. I don't see what I'm looking at here. Jade sent me a picture of us, but...
What?
Oh, she wants to know how we have 13 thumbs down. Because trolls will be trolls, babe. Trolls hate.
Yeah, it's really just one person.
Yeah, it might be 2. Maybe there's 2 or 3. Frank might have found out that I watched Scream a couple weeks ago and was like, fuck this, I'm just liking this video. Trolls will be trolls. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Frank, we missed you on the Star Wars show, man. I think you've missed the last 2. Have you gotten bored of the Star Wars talk? We were enjoying... Actually, no, I'm sorry. You were at the one before that. But we had a nice new studio set up. Tommy B was in a new role. It was a lot of fun. I have to get you back there next Tuesday, sir. Alrighty. Melissa Todd says, Tommy, you have the darkest eyes. I think she's making reference to Tommy B is in fact the Shape. Michael Myers. Jade, you need to turn down the TV upstairs. I can hear everything I'm saying a minute after I say it, so please turn it down. Don't feed the Toronto Freddy. There's nothing wrong with talking about trolls once in a while. They, it is what it is. They can keep doing what they're doing. Pitiful, but doing. Intel Wild in the house. You mean Snore Wars? Intel, my man. I love Halloween, but it's a far cry from Star Wars. The kids wanted to play. What the kids want to play, Frank? Tell them to go to bed. Anyways, Tommy, penultimate episodes tonight. I know you think you're going to be disappointed. There's 2 episodes left. We don't know spoilers. What is something the show could do, and we're talking Supernatural here, 2 episodes to the end. What is something the show could do in order for you to be satisfied with the conclusion?
Give me a surprise ending where somehow, for some reason or whatever, they don't end up killing Chuck. And, they're still pissed. They're pissed. And Dean ends up knocking him out. But, that would be, that'd be a supernatural turnaround for me, because at this point, it really seems like there is no way they can do that anymore. But, yeah, I'd appreciate some kind of one final twist for this whole arc, and that's it for them. And,
I don't know if we're getting a final twist, man. And we're going to talk a little bit of spoilers from the most recent episode of Supernatural now, okay? So not whatever's airing right now or in half an hour from now. I can't remember when it goes live. But
it's on right now.
It's on right now? Okay, yeah. Keep spoilers of the chat, people. So we're going to talk about 15 times 18. Episode 18, season 15. I think they already foreshadowed what's going to happen when they showed Jack with the flower thing. I'm assuming Jack becomes Death. And if that happens, they made it way too predictable and never should have shown that. There wasn't a need to show that. So Anthony Stanfield says, bye, everyone. Take it easy, Anthony. We did give a warning. Supernatural should have an ending like St. Elsewhere, be a little boy's dream. Oh, no, Frank, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I couldn't do it. I know this. They didn't get to bring back as many faces as they wanted to for the last 2 episodes because of the pandemic and the restrictions. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play out. I'm looking forward to watching tonight or very early tomorrow. Honestly, at this point, what I think of the last season. It hasn't been the greatest. Hasn't been the worst, but it hasn't been the greatest. So, my expectations are in check. I think the string of episodes we've gotten coming up to the finale have actually been quite good. We've gotten some of the best episodes we've gotten this season. So, just end strong. I mean, obviously, the whole idea that we still don't know what happened to our Bobby pisses me off. And that they're likely going to end the show without answering that, it really grinds my gears.
At this point, I'm thinking it's going to go unanswered. But, it just
seems unacceptable
one of those things that are going to be on the long list of Supernatural diehards. What happened to this character? What happened? People still ask what happened to the Antichrist, little kid.
Frank just brought him up.
Who
Jesse
appeared in that
Turner.
one episode.
Jesse Turner. That, as much as I like the Jack stuff, and I like a lot of it and some of it I'm kind of on, I think Jesse Turner was the best character to have as your big, villain at the end. I mean, you've gone down this biblical route. So to me, I would have had the Antichrist be the grand finale.
Yeah, but he was just a kid and he wasn't malicious.
It's 11 seasons ago and like 12 and a half years in the timeline.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. A lot can happen in that time.
He would have been in his 20s. Intel Wild says Tommy B got that Charlie Manson kind of look in his hair tonight. You going and killing people, Tommy? Is that what you've been doing? He says maybe.
Yeah.
Webbs says,
I'll be doing the same thing I do after every show, going to frig to bed.
Jade says, Phoebe looks like she's up to no good, Tommy.
How the hell does she see her?
I have no idea because I can't see her.
Like she's not in the picture right now. She's fucking destroying my desk like normal, but I was holding her earlier. Like cats.
Fuck cats, man. Fuck them. Fuck the cats.
I'm not a cat hater. I'd like if she didn't fucking chip the paint off my desk though. That'd be nice.
Cool it, Saturn. Cool it. Don't flirt with Sean Girl.
Oh shit.
It's cool. Intel's as cool as they come. He can flirt away. Wait, did I just say that? Only on OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I mean, obviously we can't do anything on tonight's show regarding the episode. But I almost feel like next Friday, we need to do, what would you call that? A post-mortem on Supernatural. I think that would be solid. What do you think? Next Friday, man? Come on here. There's a chance I might be shooting next Friday, though, so...
yeah, I'm in a class sort of thing on Friday evenings for the next month and a half or so. So maybe not Friday. Maybe we do next week's Phantom Empire Live as like a...
Well, we would have to do it late. You'd have to be willing to stay up late, so...
I don't know. We could talk about that one whenever I friggin' figure out Monday.
Right?
So,
right?
Yeah.
I just know that I need to do something immediately, and I'd rather do it with you. I'm going to want to express my thoughts, and I need the fandom community around me, giving me a big hug, comforting me, letting me know it's all going to be all right, telling the haters to go fuck themselves, and all that much more. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Supernatural's penultimate episode is airing, I believe, right now. And someone asked how can they watch it if they're not watching it live. I will be purchasing the episode. And you can do that on Xbox and YouTube, I believe. I could be wrong about that. But I believe. Intel Wild says it's all about the dogs. You show them dogs some love, Intel. You show them some love, damn it. I still didn't get your last message last night. That confused me a bit. All righty. Let's move on before everybody gets real pissed that we've gone 26 minutes and 49 seconds without talking Halloween. Let's talk Halloween. All right, we've talked Halloween. Now we're moving on. Kidding. Zach says, I know I'm late to the party, but congrats on reaching your Indiegogo goal. I highly anticipate your film. No joke. It's literally one of my most anticipated releases for next year. Thanks, Zach. That's appreciated. Sorry about Tommy's cam, everyone. It has a mind of its own right now. Ryan,
what stupid shit is it doing now?
It's just changing size. Yeah,
smaller again.
And if I go and try to make it bigger all on its own, it's gonna just keep glitching. So, although this one, hang on, let's try this. Let's remove Tommy, and then bring Tommy back in manually.
I've been deleted.
You've been deleted. you're no longer welcome.
And my lighting's weird too.
It is.
It's just one of those days with my camera, I guess, for some reason.
Yeah. Alrighty. Ryan says, love you, Sean. I had to look at his display picture there. He looked familiar. Fuck the haters. Did anybody else see the behind-the-scenes camera test video that McRae posted? Wow, yeah. Man, the shit that those guys are using, that's some top-level shit. I mean, we're using some pretty cool stuff come this weekend, too, but not at that level. I mean, that's the difference between, having $9,000 to work with and having $70,000 to work with. It looks great. I love the shot of Dave. We have... See, look what it did. Look what it did. It just went and gone and fucked up. Annoying. Hopefully Tommy's B's window will reset here. I have a feeling, though, it's going to be one of those nights where it is just not resetting for us. So, Tommy, what I might do is I might go to your Imperial Remnant broadcast feed here and just switch back and forth between the two feeds. So when you're talking, I'll switch over to you and so on.
We can do that.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll take another look. Nope, still fucked up. I'll fix it once, and I blame the haters. Haters and all their fucking haterade. Alrighty, so, what's going on with Haddenfield the Vanished? Well, let's talk about Haddenfield the Vanished, and then we'll get into a little Halloween talk and end with some Star Wars talk. So, Haddenfield the Vanished has 3 scenes shot. 2 different scenes that take place at 2 different areas of a cemetery. And then we shot the one-off scene with Natasha's character, Amanda, which you've seen some images of. Michael was already on set. That's the only scene we've had Michael in so far. Tomorrow night, we travel about an hour north of here to a mini mansion on the lake that we've rented, where a bunch of us are going to be... we're basically arriving at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we will be shooting from 6 o'clock at night till 5 o'clock in the morning. So 11-hour shoot. And then we have 1 day shot to do, then just sort of enjoy / prep during the day, and then shoot for another 11 to 12 hours Saturday night. And in 2 nights, we realize this is a rush, but when you have limited funds available, you got to do what's best. And so in 2 nights, the goal here is to shoot about 65% of the movie. Last night, Kennedy and myself went over an effects list for night 1. Visual effects that need to be done for each scene. Ones that'll need to be touched up in later scenes. I've been going over some final costume things. We have a shot list ready. There's some improvised action scenes that we're going to have to go over for about an hour tomorrow before shooting begins. So, Tommy, this is the last time you get to ask us this before most of the film's in the bag. Any questions regarding the film that you're curious about?
So, I mean, I partially want to ask you what has been your favorite part about it, but... You got so much ahead of you. You got so much ahead of you. So I think I'll come back with that question later. Do you have a favorite character just based off of what you've written?
Do I have a favorite character? Well, Ray would tell you his favorite character is Edward Bates. I think Edward Bates' character has evolved a bit from what the original plan was. And this is where you got to walk a fine line when you have 2 people writing the same project. I'm not sure I'm overly thrilled with where the direction of the character has went, but it still fits. I just think sometimes tinkering too much is a bad thing. But he has creative control in that aspect. And yeah. Look at the flirting there. That's $5 for Tommy B, $10 for Jade with a wink face, The next one will be $20 for the cats that I fucking hate.
And Sean can just go fuck himself.
Yeah, Sean can just go fuck himself, in the words of Tommy B. Did Tommy B really freeze on that? What a frame to freeze on. Wow, you're going to have to check that one out.
Scary. That's scarier than Michael.
That was something. I don't know if I have a favorite character that it's been to write for in this. I always love getting back into playing Cochrane. We've avoided shooting any of that yet, and we won't shoot anything with Cochrane this weekend either. Cochrane was logistically planned to... This doesn't mean he dies. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But it was logistically planned to not have Cochrane in the back half of the movie. That way I could focus on just being behind the camera and making sure everything goes as smoothly as it possibly can. I honestly think the best character that we have is the main character. I think Anna Carruthers, Rachel Carruthers' daughter in our film, carries the narrative. Don't worry, Intel. I'll give you my OnlyFans. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think because the story, well, there's so like, it's kind of like an ensemble that we have here, but for the first half of the movie, the story is told through one character's eyes, kind of. So I've really enjoyed writing for Anna. I think she has a lot of fight in her and determination, and gets put in a lot of precarious positions in the film. And Anna's probably been the one that I've loved writing for most. Michael, you just love Michael creating havoc. Like, there's one scene, it's the first Michael scene we're going to do tomorrow, that is it's when people see it, it's obviously a callback to the original Halloween movie. It's almost like we've gone and redone the scene with our own flair to it. And I really, honest to God, think people are going to love the scene. There's a little, comedic edge to it. So those that don't like comedy and horror might not like that scene. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting. Honestly, man, when you shoot 65% of your movie in 2 nights, like we hope to, there's some excitement, but there's some stress. So it's hard to go back and think about the writing process when we're where we are at it. But I totally understand the question. Art Wishwood says Sean's OnlyFans is him flipping his gorgeous head of hair around. Just for you, Art. Except for my hair's all stringy from being at work today. Tommy's jealous.
Yeah, my hair just looks like shit.
Don't worry, I got the Padalecki toque on. Oh, there goes Luis. Frank took care of Luis. I wonder if Luis is one of the trolls. It's too bad. Sometimes I like Luis and other times I don't. I like comedy is horror if it warranted, I think he meant. I think with this there's a couple of characters that serve as our comic relief in this movie, and then there's one character that provides some dark humor. But like,
what is dark humor? Is dark like making a decapitation funny?
To me, dark humor is like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
I don't know.
It's from a long time ago. It's about a mentally unstable man who's obviously just having the day from hell, and he basically...
You're talking about literally half of the world.
He basically got how do I put it? He causes havoc all over the town. And he anyways, he goes into this golf course, right? And he pulls out a gun on these 2 super rich guys who were playing golf, and the one rich guy got mad at him for cutting through his golf course. So Michael Douglas pulls out the gun, and the guy, this old man, starts having a heart attack on his golf course, and he has this just ridiculously stupid, over-the-top golf hat on. We got to do a watch-along of this movie, man. You would fucking love it. And he's like, don't you wish you would have just let me pass through your golf course now? And the guy's like, he's like signaling for his pills. And he's like, and Michael Douglas is like, your pills? Where are they? And so the golf cart had gone crashing into the lake. And he's like, the guy's like trying to, I forget if he mouths it or is pointing. And Michael Douglas is like, your pills are in the golf cart, but the golf cart's in the lake. He's like, now you're going to die with that stupid little hat on. And like, to me, that's dark humor. That's fucking hilarious.
Is the film more horror than comedy?
Oh, it's not. It's not horror at all. It's it really is about a guy that kind of gets shafted a little bit and has a mental breakdown and just isn't right and goes through this series of events. This is exactly the type of movie before 2020 ends that we need to do a watch along. Frank Riker says Michael Douglas is easily triggered and reacts to everything negative and falling down. Yeah, you know what? That would be a fun watch along to do with Frank and Darren. I don't know if they'd be up for it, but Falling Down is a personal favorite of mine. It's such a good movie. Douglas is great. Robert Duvall's great. Just fantastic.
I'm trying to
Time out. Hang on. Toronto Freddy says he loves Falling Down. They're actually doing a sequel. No way. I got to fact check this right now. Toronto Freddy, you busting my balls here?
I'm trying to see where it can be streamed, at least stateside.
Yeah, I don't see anything about Falling Down sequel. I personally love it. The sequel's going to be called Getting Up. Oh, you son of a gun.
That's bad.
How dare you? How dare you on the day of my daughter's wedding? This is awful. Absolutely awful. I'm hurt.
Looks like it's another addition to the list of shit that I can't stream with any of the services I already pay for, which is a lot. Gotta love that.
Man, you killed me, Toronto Freddy. It was like, I mean, considering how the movie ends, I'm not sure how there would be a sequel, but I'd be totally game for it. The problem is Falling Down has some material in it I don't think would be okay for today's audiences. It'd be okay with me, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's just an absolutely wonderful movie. And it's basically right from the start, from the time he gets out of the car and goes to the variety store. Like, it's up there on my list, Tommy, to get you to watch this movie, and watch it with the rest of us. Oh my God. It's some laughs. It's definitely something that I can't wait to do. And I don't know why. Why is this doing this? There we go. I don't know why I haven't suggested this movie to you before, because I do think you'll enjoy it. Now, it does suck I gave away the part about the golf course, because that would have been funnier for you to see without knowing. It's so good. Melissa Todd says, I'm so glad I don't live in Maryland, Tommy. My cousin has this big, huge spiders at her house when it rains, hangs out our doorway.
Yeah, we got big fucking bugs here, and I have no idea why.
I hate bugs. I can't stand them. Bugs. All right, let's shift gears here. Again, Haddenfield the Vanished. We film tomorrow night. We film Saturday night. We film Saturday during the day. Tomorrow night, we will be going live on the YouTube channel just before 6 o'clock Eastern for a few minutes. And that's just a little something that we're doing for you guys. and then we're going to go live one more time. It'll either be tomorrow night or Saturday night, and we are going to live stream. You'll see me somewhere in it, but I won't be the one doing the live stream. We're going to live stream us shooting part of a scene, so you can see what the setup's like and what we're doing, and maybe Ray and I can pull ourselves from the scene after the scene and just say a hello and answer questions for about 5 minutes. But again, we're so busy, I don't know what that's going to look like, but we're going to do something to bring you guys on. Then we're also shooting a behind-the-scenes thing, one for YouTube, one specifically for people that chose a behind-the-scenes package. So it is what it is. All right, let's keep moving on. Tommy B.
Hey, you want to talk about a horror movie? Here's just something that just popped alongside my feed. Came out today. Tunnel to be built under Stonehenge after getting green light. That just sounds like a horror movie waiting to
Halloween
happen.
6?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Anyway,
Stonehenge.
I just saw that worth mentioning.
Wow. Because, I mean, that's exactly what we need, a tunnel underneath Stonehenge.
Yeah. I mean, like, you go under Stonehenge, where do you go? You're going to find, like, a group of vampires or a coven of witches or zombies.
It's where Dr. Wynn lives.
Yeah.
It's where Dr. Wynn lives. All right. If you haven't yet and you appreciate the content you're getting on this episode of Fandom Empire Live, take a second, hit the subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be up to date whenever we go live, although sometimes apparently it doesn't work, and drop a like. It takes literally less than a second to click the thumbs up button. All right, Tommy B, Halloween. We broke the thing about the script. The extended script's out with the extended sequences, one additional scene altogether, which I would call fairly significant, and additional dialogue, and then obviously some things removed as well. The amount of people that insist, maybe it's not too many, but there's a few people out there that are insistent of, they only did that stream for clicks. They just wanted clicks. Clickety, click, click. How dare us talk about this script that's out there but not share it with everybody? That's not what we do. That'll never be what we do. That's just the way things are. And to some of our viewers, we know they don't like spoilers. So to say that there's no real meaning to say that it's out there is asinine, because if it's out there, it's going to get out there more. Whether it's our small YouTube channel bring attention to it or something else, at least this way we can make our viewers aware that maybe now's the time to put their head in the sand and not be as open on Twitter or Reddit or wherever, social media in general, if they don't want to get spoiled. Because you know what happens is, instead of looking for the script, someone takes something they see in the script and they put it in a tweet or in a Facebook post, and then people don't have the option of unseeing it because it's just there. So again, haters can hate. Tommy B, we are 11 months away from Halloween Kills. Almost to the day. Not quite, but close. 11 months away. Since the delay, has time gone a little quicker? Like, do you find yourself content? Are you more content because you have read the script? Where are you with this? Where are you with your wait time? And I mean, without getting too political, do you think the world will be in its new normal by the time October 2021 rolls around?
I would say that reading the script has definitely satisfied that thirst, to a certain extent. Obviously, I want to see what it's going to look like and such, but I'll wait. Not that I have any choice. I'm not breaking down doors to see the movie.
How dare you not break down doors to see that movie?
I know.
You must not be a true fan.
Let me be totally honest with you. I have the updated script. I haven't read it. I haven't looked for the changes. I saw the page count. Looks quite a bit different, but my understanding is the changes aren't super significant. Maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong on that.
There are extensions and added dialogue and one significant added scene. And
the film is generally the film. As we know it.
Yeah, no, it's not like, oh, God, everything that they've been talking about or alluding to is completely false and now it's something completely, no, it's nothing like that at all. But like I said, there was, when Frank sent in a super chat last show or the show before then asking if there was anything significant, and there is one thing significant that does stand out that even I was not aware of. So it was nice to get something new. I've had some time to skim over it. Not much. Still haven't read the whole thing front to back.
The new script.
Yeah, but the deliverer showed me where I could find the significant thing, and yeah, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it a little closer at some point, but yeah, honestly, I want to see Halloween Kills, but I can wait. I'd rather hopefully see it under better conditions. And the way things are going right now, it's a toss-up because, well, my employer is shutting down effective Monday because things are not good. But, you know, we've heard other things in the news recently that make us have a little bit of optimism, I think. So I'm holding out hope that come April, May, June, things will start to be, you know, transitioning to not quite February normal, but a little bit better. Maybe March, whatever. I think things are going in necessary directions, if that helps. I mean, all we can do is keep going, right?
Yeah, I mean, time will come. Frank said it best. The less you talk about Halloween Kills, the quicker it will get here. I think one of the reasons why it's been moving fast for us is, one, knowing what happens in the movie, but two is we're so in the thick of it with Haddenfield the Vanished that it's like, when have I had time? You know, I've hardly had time for my family, let alone had time to think about Halloween Kills. So I'm looking forward to being able to finish this film. Now, I do want to let our viewers know with Haddenfield the Vanished, the people that have donated and supported the project, there's a chance some filming might get pushed into 2021, and we end up wrapping up in the spring sometime. I hope not. I want to get everything we possibly can in the next 4 weeks, basically, and finish about 10 days out from Christmas and then lay it to rest for a while. It all just depends, scheduling and weather, and, you know, there's certain things that are beyond our control, but we're going to do our best to get it, and it's going to be pretty enjoyable. I can tell you one thing, our co-host over on the Imperial Remnant broadcast, Kieran, plays a police officer named after our very own Intel Wild, and he has one heck of a sequence, and Tommy, he is jumping at the bit to film that sequence this weekend. It's going to be extremely physical. It's like he was like a kid in a candy store talking about the sequence. Tommy doesn't care. He's like,
you want to tell us about it?
No, I don't want to. No, absolutely not. And that's definitely not going to be.
What are you doing then? Are you just showing off about nothing?
Oh, I telling you how excited Kieran was. Don't worry, Tommy has a voice. Sadly, we can't have Tommy north of the border right now, so we got to make use of Tommy B in small doses.
You know, I've never been over the border.
Really?
Nope, never been there.
Let's keep it that way. No.
I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. Damn.
Come on.
Damn, I'd say we don't want you down here, but I don't think anyone wants us right now. So, hell, half of us don't even want to be here, but I guess that's enough of that.
I was going to say I'd be afraid to comment truthfully on that right now, so Frank Riker says Tommy's a buzzkill. Toronto Freddy says I just started a new job due to lockdown. I won't be doing that for a while, so I
wonder how I ended up on these streams from time to time.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Ernie said Tommy B in the motherfucking goat. What?
I have no idea what that means.
Could mean greatest of all time. Maybe he means is the motherfucking goat.
Nah, I'm not that. I'm more like meh.
You're not meh.
I'm like the mehs of all time.
Well, we used to say a nice long hair, Sean. You can't see my hair. I got a toque on, man. I got a toque. A winter hat. Oh, and Luis is timed out again by Frank. That's it's unfortunate. I'm not really sure. I don't know where I stand with Luis right now. Is Luis the troll, Saturn? Is he one of the trolls? Is Luis Michael Kate Rager or whatever the hell? I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. Anywho, Halloween Kills comes out in 11 months' time. People have been asking me, when are we going to get our next thing? When are we going to see more? It's like, did you not just get to see a little mini virtual panel and then a very, very short teaser? Like, is nothing ever good enough? And my simple answer, Tommy, to people that say that, Luis isn't on tonight, is he? Luis has never been on. Anyway, you're not going to see anything until 2021, guys. Deep into the spring, early summer. We're a long ways away from anything. So, it is what it is. Anyways, that's going to do it for a Halloween bit from here. I don't know who said we had Halloween news. There's nowhere in the title it says Halloween news. It says Halloween Kills plus Supernatural plus Star Wars, meaning the talking points. If there was news, it would have said Halloween Kills news. It did not. Okay, this is courtesy Jade doing her a favor here. I think that was meant to be Toronto Freddy. Ryan asks, is there a connection between Haddenfield the Vanished and It's Me, Billy? Ryan, the only connection is they're both being made by Canadians. That's it. That's the only connection, which means there isn't one. But I talk to Dave, I wouldn't say super frequently, but a couple times a month, and had some Indiegogo questions for him recently. Because honestly, the Indiegogo process up until this point was pretty good, but the last week has been nothing short of a disaster, and Dave's kind of helped us navigate that. So that's appreciated. But no connection here. They're, again, what you see from us, we hope you enjoy, but what Dave's doing is on a whole nother level. And it should be. I mean, between experience and funding, it's massively different. Alrighty. I think that's going to do it for a Halloween talk. Gives us about 5 or 10 minutes of Star Wars talk. Tommy B, tomorrow is episode 3 of The Mandalorian. I'm hearing, even though nobody has spoiler proof of this, because they didn't release any of the episodes to the public, not even for people to review, Hollywood Traits to review, there's a lot of talk that we're getting either one of Sabine Wren or Bo-Katan, if not both, in the next episode.
I've seen that. Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Think people are aiming a little high here?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where folks are getting it from. I'd appreciate it. I really would. I just today finished up my run through of Rebels. It's only the second time I've gone through the show start to finish. The other time being while it was airing on TV. So I'm definitely, right now more than ever receptive to seeing those characters on screen. You forget what after series have gone off air, how much emphasis is placed at that last episode for the future of those characters.
Yeah.
It's played off in such a way of, this is not it. They're coming back in some way, shape, or form. They could have, wrote it off as a novel or.
Well, you're kind of getting it now in The Mandalorian. This is their continuance, right? And I mean, they intend to do more with it, but this is where it starts.
The show ends in such a way where, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Rebels, Sabine's next mission is to bring Ezra home with Ahsoka.
That went
presumably.
well.
So, who knows how that's going to look? It's actually questionable how many years that final episode takes place, because that's after the Battle of Yavin, that's after the Battle of Endor, that's after all the main events of the Galactic Civil War. So it might actually line up pretty well with The Mandalorian, which kind of makes one ask the question. It might not be unfeasible for us to see Ahsoka and Sabine on screen at the same time. It might be.
What's funny is one of our other co-hosts, Johnny, on the Imperial Remnant broadcast, and several others have been eye-rolled at the idea that Sasha Banks is Sabine Wren just because Sasha Banks has colorful hair in real life. And I mean, to cast someone for that reason would be stupid. But I was of the opinion that it is Sabine Wren, and there seems to be a lot of talk over the last couple of days that it is that Sasha Banks is in fact Sabine Wren. It'll be interesting to see if that ends up coming out to be true. I would be okay with it personally. I think most people, where their speculation's coming from for Chapter 11, Episode 3 of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, is the fact that you look at where Season 1 ended and where the first 2 episodes of Season 2 have been, although I don't think the first one was filler at all. I don't know where some people are getting that. That they just assume that Episode 3 you're going to get back to Cara Dune and Grief Karga and Moff Gideon and all that. And I'm not necessarily convinced of that. I think that's more of the back half of this season with those characters, to be honest. But we'll have to wait and see what happens.
So I looked up every Star Wars fan's favorite website, Wikipedia, and they actually have an article for the search for Ezra. They listed as a mission, a voyage into the unknown regions by Mandalorian Inspector Sabine Wren and former Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano, and they date it at 5 ABY. That's 5. So Mandalorian takes place. Yeah, when does Mandalorian take place? When you're putting it into that translation, it's 10 years after the second Death Star, right?
No. It starts 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. So now we're probably 6 years after Return of the Jedi.
And how many years do the movies span?
I believe Return of the Jedi is 4 to 5 years after A New Hope.
So this is basically the same time? No, it's not. This is...
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with this.
Anyway, I'm just playing around, thinking about the lore and the characters, and where are Sabine and where is Ahsoka? Is this mission that they were undertaking already done? Did it get paused? Did it get tabled? Maybe Ezra and consequently Thrawn were nowhere to be found anymore. Yeah, because it occurred to me that ship was still ripped open when it jumped into hyperspace.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be struggling. Yeah, no. Well, it never did jump into hyperspace. They can't jump to hyperspace. Because
they did.
No, they didn't. They can't jump to hyperspace because of the eggs. They were just letting it float.
No. I'm not talking about Mando. I'm talking about the ending, of Ezra and Thrawn.
Oh, you mean the Star Destroyer? Well, yeah, they would have ended up in
Correct.
the middle of nowhere, right? So
That ship was ripped open from the what were they called?
I don't know
Yeah,
what the thing that
yeah.
Bendu predicted, but I think basically it wouldn't surprise me if Thrawn and Ezra are kind of buddy buddy the next time we see them, just because they would have ended up in the middle of nowhere. And I still think that they're going to go back and sort of redo the Thrawn trilogy, and it's going to happen, in between The Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi, probably closer to Return of the Jedi. Wouldn't surprise me if the Mandalorian TV series and these other series we have coming build into that. I think you'll see recasts of Han, Luke, and Leia. I think they'll be all involved, and Thrawn will be a big bad. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up, because Ezra and Thrawn at that point would have spent so much time together, that you have one side fighting for one thing, another side fighting for the other thing, and you might see an Ezra Luke showdown eventually. So I'd be okay with that. I'd like that.
While we're still on Thrawn, just two side notes I'd like to mention, since I'm kind of familiar with this and I'm in the middle of it right now. Number one, have you read the Thrawn novel? Is it just one or multiple?
Oh, there's three of them that are out, and the fourth one's coming.
Current canon timeline.
Yeah, there's three of them out, and fourth one's coming.
Did you know that Pelion is in there? They do bring him in a way. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the history, the old Legends universe.
I don't know if he is or not. I know the person who finds Thrawn's in there,
and he's very, very briefly, by voice and by name, in the final episode of Rebels. They brought him in a way. They kept him in the timeline.
See, I can't remember. It's been forever since I've seen Rebels, so
yeah. That's why I decided to do a rewatch. Now, the other thing is, we've been speculating about this potential Ezra and Thrawn relationship for a while. My question for you is, Thrawn's a villain. There's no way he ever stops.
See, I don't think Thrawn's a villain at all. I don't think Thrawn has ever been portrayed that way. I think Thrawn is, especially in the new canon, and he's portrayed more as an anti-hero who's out there in Republic space basically for his people.
Okay.
So and even in the second novel, which is basically you get an adventure of Thrawn with Anakin and an adventure with Thrawn and Vader, he's not perceived as a villain. And so I could see them bringing him back as a villain.
Well, that was going to be my next question is, do you feel that there's any way that Thrawn can be repainted as a protagonist? Not an anti-hero, not a villain, a protagonist.
No, I think as good as it gets is...
Team, or is that completely against the nature of the character?
Well, I'm not saying they can't be buddy-buddy. If you spend a significant amount of time with someone because you're fighting for your lives, and they basically went down a black hole. That's the equivalent of getting lost in the unknown regions. There's no map. You're down a black hole. If there was a map, he would have made it back long ago. I think that Thrawn and Ezra are going to definitely have a unique relationship. But I still think Thrawn is going to be anti-New Republic. So we'll have to see what happens there. The dog's getting in trouble. I can hear it.
We could talk about this kind of stuff for forever. What happens to Jason Syndulla? Is Jason Syndulla?
Honestly, I rolled my eyes at that one. I hated that with the ending. You didn't need Jason Syndulla, and just it was cheese. It was some heavy cheese, in my opinion. Call me a hater. I'm sure Thaden somewhere is watching this going, there he goes, hating again. I don't know. Is what it is. Is what it is. Well, there's nothing else to move.
I do hope we see Sabine. I do hope we see Bo-Katan. And honestly, I'd like, if we do end up getting Sabine in live action, let's please do away with this whole helmet thing. And I'd really like to see Din Djarin move past the whole,
I think eventually we're going to get there. Like, we're never going to get to a point where he has the helmet off all the time. They need it on sometimes, but I think we're going to get to a point where he has it off more often. And I think those characters are going to help him get to that point. But we'll have to wait and see. Intel Wild in with a super chat. If Fallen Down was to be remade today, it would be about Me Too movement with Black Lives Matter and social injustice. And it would be called Woken Up and played by Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that sounds about right, dude. Sounds about right. Okay, I just want to take a moment and thank everybody who has helped us with Haddenfield the Vanished. Again, tune in tomorrow night to this YouTube channel around 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:50 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be going live via... Oh, I'm sorry. This is the wrong song. Apologies. We will be going live around 5:45, 5:50 for a special little a nod to the fans. And then sometime this weekend, we'll also go live and show you a scene, or at least part of a scene, being filmed. Tommy B, thanks for doing this tonight, man. Where can everybody find you at?
Yeah, it was great coming on, just hanging out, talking the various topics that run the gambit. You can catch me hanging out on Facebook at our groups and pages. Check out the Fandom Empire Den, the channel's Facebook group. And all you Halloween fans out there, check out the Future of Halloween Facebook group. It's been growing, keeps growing. It's
booming. It's
awesome.
Booming. I clicked like 11 new participants today.
You're actually clicking people? I'm not doing it all anymore?
No, you were most... I've been doing it for like a week. It's over 500 now, and we haven't even been pushing it.
For the hell of it, let's do this real quick. I am going to, because I've been keeping an eye on this, the growth rate.
It's gone from like 300 to over 500 without any promotion.
Since October 13th, this group has grown 619.12%.
619.12%.
I know.
Wow.
I know. We're currently a little bit shy of 500, 489 members in. We could have let more in, and they're just waiting. Oh, there's one waiting. I'll let them in.
Crazy times.
If you want to catch me on other platforms, you can find me hanging out on Twitter and Instagram at TommyB1650. But I use Facebook more than anything else.
Don't forget, check us out. Facebook, Fandom Empire Den. It's our Facebook group. Facebook pages are Fandom Empire, Halloween Kills 2020. I should probably change that to 2021, but it's not 2021 yet. So, Supernatural Revisited. On Twitter, it's at FandomEmpireNow and at StarWarsIRB. And on Instagram, it's FandomEmpireNow and StarWarsIRB. Jade is telling me to answer Zach's questions, but all I see is people saying he's spamming. I don't see a question, and the intro's playing, so I don't know what to tell you. We'll flip to the other.
One got retracted.
Yeah, I don't see a question here, and I'm not going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to find it. Yeah, I see nothing. Nothing. I got nothing here. It's obviously not there anymore. Anyways, nor did I switch it just to my screen. That's weird. I don't see it, so it is what it is. We will see you guys next time, because the Boogeyman is, in fact, coming tomorrow night, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some people that are very, very, very sore, needless to say. What are you pointing at, Tommy? I still don't see a question.
It's supposed to be a thumbs up.
Oh, I still don't see the fucking question.
Like, we get it. You're not spamming. We get it. Cool.
We get it, but I don't see the question. So it is what it is. I still got shit to do. I'm not going to get to bed till late. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy. We'll see you tomorrow night briefly. Tommy B, thanks. Catch you on Tuesday night. Imperial Remnant broadcast, man. Going to be fun. Take it easy, everybody. Good night from Fandom Empire. Haters can go fuck themselves. Good night.